Good evening, welcome to Live from the Living Room. I'm David Burns. Our guest this week is Ben Hughes. Together we are PopArt, and welcome to a very, very last minute stream because Ben has just this second walked through the door.
I'm sorry, I was getting showered and had to walk the dog, and then it was difficult to try and to park, but hey, there you go.
We made it on time.
What would be PopArt without a little bit of chaos involved?
Absolutely. This is Ben is the master of chaos.
Well, we're going to talk about what happened in Edinburgh, aren't we?
Yes, we were through playing at the Edinburgh Festival on Saturday there.
Our fourth year.
Yes.
Our fourth year. Well, it might be, I think it's fourth year for me, but I think it might be 2 years for you, non-consecutively.
I think it's the third.
Third. Okay. Now, I definitely played 1 year by myself, and then you were involved. I think I did 1 year, maybe with you and me, me doing solo stand-up material, and then you being involved, and then it was just then us, and then now again.
There's definitely been at least a couple where we were doing the music as well as the stand-up.
Well, there you go. For 4 years. Well, why do they keep inviting us back, David?
Somehow we keep getting onto the bill. Thank you so much to Ross and all at the Freak Easy for having us on Saturday there.
Most enjoyable.
So, should we do some songs?
Should we do a Hong Kong Boy? Do you need a capo for that? Because I don't think we that wasn't the last time I was here. That wasn't written.
I don't think it was.
No, exactly. So why not hit them with new stuff? Amongst the towers you must go when I'm racing home through the snow to a telephone line to tell you in my heart to know that you are mine. Hong Kong, Hong Kong boy, Hong Kong, Hong Kong boy, Hong Kong, Hong Kong boy, Hong Kong, Hong Kong boy. The neon dice are twice as nice. Oh, I messed that up. A shopping trip to visit your gods as they're open to the streets. Fire and incense, pick your floor for the miracle that you seek. If you wanted to pay the jade and solid gold and the record of the week. Hong Kong, Hong Kong boy, Hong Kong, Hong Kong boy, Hong Kong, Hong Kong boy, Hong Kong, Hong Kong boy. It's a new song, we've got messes up occasionally.
Absolutely.
Fish but not to eat, except on the train. Flowers not on camera and the smell of city rain. Aesthetics are the classics of a certain brightness. A clamour, a desire of a Western likeness. I'm not being insulting, I admire the craft. The songwriting is the state of the art. Save your wishes as it falls to silence. The village on the stilts and the artificial islands. Hong Kong, Hong Kong boy, Hong Kong, Hong Kong boy, Hong Kong, Hong Kong boy, Hong Kong, Hong Kong boy. Hong Kong, Hong Kong boy, 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 Hong Kong, Hong Kong, Hong Kong, Hong Kong, Hong Kong boy. Hong Kong, Hong Kong boy. Yeah.
There we go. Start off with a brand new song.
There you go. Exactly. Well, we've got, as we were speaking, because people are obviously big fans, they would have seen us before, wouldn't they? They would have seen the last show. This
is the third time you've been on.
This is the third time I've been on. Is it the third time I've been on?
We're pretty much the Live from the Living Room house band.
Oh, am I? I thought it was Chipped.
Oh, well, yeah.
And we have Chip as well as Chipped. We've taken Tinker out, obviously.
They don't get on.
They don't get on. But since he's here, he is the special guest host today. So there you go. So what the plan was last time was for me to write songs based on Hong Kong, an EP. I've been very busy, so we've only really done one song so far.
It's more of a single than an EP at the moment.
Well, yes, indeed. But I have wrote. Well, it's in here, but obviously I haven't written the music to it. A song called Graves, and I have sent lyrics to you, but I haven't actually written them down for a song called Velvet,
which we'll be writing at some point in the future. We'll get them finished off.
Yeah, I mean the plan is the plan is in the back of my head to do one more EP with you, before we finish. I mean, you could say about I'm going, Well, I'm not breaking the band up. We're not breaking the band up due to musical similarities, by the way. That's always a good way to break a band up.
Yeah, life has a little bit got in the way, hasn't it?
Yeah,
there's a reason why all the new songs are around Hong Kong.
Because I'm potentially moving to Hong Kong. Well, I am moving to Hong Kong. I mean, that's that's being sorted at the current time.
So the future plans for the band will largely involve writing over
Skype, something like that, or something of WhatsApp in relation to this.
It's emailing files back and forth.
I mean, what you were saying was that we should obviously turn into Hugh Reid. Is the thing. I'm not sure we're as big as Hugh Reid.
Maybe not quite.
And I don't think people. If I come back, I don't think people will be queuing up to see me.
I don't know.
Maybe around Christmas.
Maybe
around Christmas time. Maybe if I come back around Christmas time. Certainly, that is the time when PopArt is at its most cultish.
That is peak PopArt.
That's
time.
peak PopArt time. Yes, that is the time for PopArt. Christmas is it. And obviously, the one thing I am going to do is write another Christmas song.
Of course.
I'm not going to stop that.
Whatever happens, that will still go on.
That was still gone.
That was still gone. That must be maintained.
That was still gone even when I'm over there. But I'll take one Christmas jumper. You can keep the rest. I don't think there's much call for them in Hong Kong.
It might not be quite as chilly over there.
No, I am going to keep one just to keep the tradition alive. But I mean, are you going to hold my props? Because when we're doing this,
that, yeah,
well, no. Well, I'm not putting you on the spot, obviously, because it's live on the internet or anything like that.
We'll find somewhere for them.
We'll find somewhere for them. I mean, I've got 2 bags, 3 if you count the stuff involved in the new Doctor's uniform.
There should be room in the cupboard somewhere.
Well, there you go then. There you go.
Keep the PopArt props.
The PopArt props.
That's
the PopArt,
easy for us to
the
say.
PopArt popular props.
Well, whilst we still have you, should we do some more songs?
No, what would you like then?
I don't know. What would you like to play? You can tell we haven't.
Let's do Down Amongst the Dead Men.
Okay.
Over the summer, it sends its remarks. 10-second fashion show, light and court and sparks. The blue wellet, it waves its goodbyes. Slate grey surroundings, light and court and high. I took this fateful walk amongst the church spires. I took this fateful walk amongst the church spires. Down amongst the dead men across the spiral. Down amongst the dead men again. Down amongst the dead men across the spiral. Down amongst the dead men again. David Burns on the guitar, and his new fancy box thing. Put it in free, David, put it in free. So run me down. I love a chase. Wood, stone, earth and soil, lighting cord and face. Life binds all gods, a very pretty sight. All to be consumed, lighting court and vice. I took this fateful walk amongst the church spires. I took this fateful walk amongst the church spires.
Down amongst the dead men
Across the spiral. Down amongst the dead men again. Down amongst the dead men across the spiral. Down amongst the dead men again. Are you not going to go deaf if you stay here, Chippy? Down across the spirals. Down amongst the dead men again. Down amongst the dead men across the spirals. Down amongst the dead men again. Again.
PopArt, never knowingly over-prepared.
I'm just here to relax, you know. I'm going to go home. I'm going to have some cereal. I'm going to do some more studying. You know, I'm here for a good time. I'm here for a good time. There's no pressure on this. No one's going to buy my records. I'm happy just to be here.
Should we just crack on with some more songs?
Well, I was going to talk about Chihuahuas, actually. That was going to be my next tune, and maybe more about Hong Kong and whatnot.
Oh, right.
Because did you hear a story today about Chihuahuas?
I have not.
Well, there was a story today involving a Chalky.
A Chihuahua and a Yorkie.
A Chihuahua and a Yorkie, and it was.
Why would you crossbreed a dog with a chocolate bar?
I don't know. I mean, but it would be very, very tasty. I can guarantee that. But there was a Chihuahua Yorkie, a Chalky, was in East Lothian. I think it was Linlithgow, and basically next to the leisure centre, and there was a bunch of rabbit warrens, and the Chalky ran in, and then they couldn't get it out.
Oh dear.
And so they called the fire brigade, and they had to use sort of life-saving equipment that they use for collapsed buildings to get the Chihuahua out.
Wow.
They had to listen. They had to put the thingy. I don't know whether they use some sort of sophisticated ear trumpet or something like that, and put it down to the ground of the rabbit warren to listen to its heartbeat. And then dig where it was, and the Chihuahua was apparently amused. And that was. I haven't seen a Chihuahua. I'm just listening to the reports on the radio. I mean, I'll look at the pictures later. I'm sure it'll be on the Scottish news. It's a very Scottish news story.
It does sound, yeah.
It was definitely a local news story, but the Chihuahua was.
That's a real and finally there.
Yeah, it was. No, you know what? It wasn't and finally. It was like the third. It was like the third from bottom. So there were more.
Slow news day then.
It was definitely. I think there was something going on. I didn't quite hear it when I was driving here. There was like a fire or something like that in Springburn shopping centre today.
Oh, it was. Well, it's been talked about as if it was been some kind of massive chemical spillage.
It didn't sound like it. It just sounded like there were 6 people were hurt and went to hospital. That was it.
What's happened was somebody was painting and some of the paint fumes got into the air conditioning system.
Oh, that was it. It was like I heard it was like breathing difficulties. It's like what's happened to?
It's been blown out of all proportion.
So that was before the Chalky. So that was on as well. So that was maybe slow news days. Certainly a slow news day in Scotland, but they had to get the local flavour in. I was listening to the radio. They were actually playing, just to sort of rub in Scottishness even further. They were playing the Proclaimers before I came out here.
I would walk 500 ruin my house.
They weren't playing that one. They were playing, I think it's called Hesitate. Or it's about putting the R in something. And it's about language.
I know the one you mean.
Yeah, you know what I
mean.
mean.
Not coming to me.
No, but it was all the show was all in acoustics. Basically, it was only acoustics allowed. Well, we did pretty well with that today.
Yeah.
But I played that one, and I've just been thinking about it because obviously I've been writing songs, obviously about Hong Kong and whatnot. But I've got to get a job out in Hong Kong, and you know what I'm training to do at the current time.
Yep.
I'm training to become an English teacher.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking of that song in relation to it, and I was thinking, this is bloody brilliant. This
Good
is
material,
actually,
yeah.
I said, this is proper material. This is about the Proclaimers worried about their accent and slowing down their speech. That's what the song was. So I thought, I'm going to keep that song. That's proper material for a lesson there.
Some kids out in Hong Kong will be taught how to speak
by the
proper
Proclaimers.
Scots.
By the Proclaimers. Not that I'm one myself to be perfect Queen's English. If you see what I
A bit
mean.
of Welsh into them as well.
Well, no, I mean that's never. No, well, no, I can't really say that. Well, no, children. But I mean, there's a particular woman at the moment that's haunting my dreams.
Who's that?
Claudia.
Claudia
is a teacher who's on practically every slide that I'm doing in relation to taking all these lessons. And it's like, let's hear what Claudia, the teacher, has to think. I'll show you her afterwards. She's obviously one of those stock language photos. And she's like, let's see what Claudia thinks. This is what Claudia thinks you should do. And she's on like practically every slide. And she's got this sort of face like
that very
like this. Like,
stock photo, expression that can be used for anything.
Stock photo making expressions. But she's known as Claudia the teacher on my course. And it's like, let's see how Claudia the teacher would do it. And it's like, yeah, she is. She's haunting my dreams.
Claudia the teacher is just some model for a photography agency.
I know. She never knew this would happen to her. She never knew that she was going to be talked about in some random Glasgow flat in 2018.
No.
But there you go. Claudia the teacher is haunting my dreams in terms of English. It's a weird thing because, I mean, what is the art of songwriting? I mean, how do you come up... You say you come up with the tunes first and then the lyrics later.
Oh my God, am I being interviewed now? Yeah.
Yes.
I start off.
Yes, you are being interviewed. Because you sit there over there and you do your Jules Holland-esque stuff and you speak to the
Bob
people
Harris,
and
yeah.
maybe I think you're more Bob Harris rather than Jules Holland because you don't go hello, I got the show. It's more like and here we have next we have a wonderful act coming in. Like the whispering Bob Harris. And
well, like you see, yeah, I start off. It's I'm all about the music. It's like a
It's
nice
the music
chord sequence
first.
that works for me first, and then I play that on my iPod on repeats. There's a new piece that I'm working on at the moment, and all.
Is this for the love of children, or is that sort of a finished one?
That's something else. But this is all I've got is. I've got a nice chord sequence that I like the sound of, but I've got no idea
what to do,
goes on
what
with
goes
it.
on
So
there.
I just kind of in my head, I'll just kind of spit out random sounds over the top of it until something starts to sound like words, and then it will kind of go on from there.
Because that's not how I work. Because obviously I'm not a musician, and obviously I write the lyrics. I do the words first, and I say to you, this is how it da 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 da, da 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 da. But that would be too happy for what I'm planning for Graves and Velvet. It's either Velvet or Violet. I haven't decided yet because I've got people sleeping on velvet sheets, but yeah, violet light flowing through architecture. That's one of the lines.
So they're both
in my head, yeah. Velvet and Violet. I just like the way it's just so it's just sort of
nice
struck in me.
yeah.
Velvet and Violet. Yeah. So whether the song gets called Velvet or Violet, I don't know yet.
I do like a bit of alliteration in the song.
Velvet and Violet. So there's people sleeping on velvet sheets, and then there's violet light through architecture. Because I was thinking of that. I haven't actually wrote that down yet. So obviously now it's recorded.
It's recorded.
It's recorded somewhere. So we got that. You have that there. It's now. I can refer back to it. Because I was actually thinking of that today at lunchtime. Because I was reading. Because I'm a sad person. I was reading about architecture, and there was all these preserved buildings by historic England, and they say they've got up to like 400,000. And I think that's. I'm sure most of them are great, in relation to this. But it also includes like 75 windmills, 33 pigsties, and various other things, in terms of very strange, not grandiose structures to preserve something like that. I think that's great, but there's also a large part of me that's sort of thinking, and this is what's running through my head at the moment in terms of songs. It's like, why?
To remember it.
I know to remember, but there's some elements that's like, sometimes things deserve to go, and sometimes things deserve to be conserved. And I wonder if there's 400,000 buildings, are they all worthy?
Who's to say what? How could you say whether a building?
I know
is not
worthy or not.
That was someone's life.
I know. It made me sad the other day because I was taking some photos when I was actually taking this course. I was walking past some buildings. I noticed there's some great mosaic work on it. And I've noticed that recently Glasgow City Council have been criticised for actually destroying mosaic work without being aware, or either willfully or by ignorance.
A little bit of both has been a long history of Glasgow architecture. Just it doesn't matter how pretty it is, how historically significant it is. Knock it down, build something new. I mean, Glasgow is a city that is permanently a building site.
Well,
if you look
it is around Glasgow School of Art at the moment.
It is at the moment, certainly. But I mean, if you look at things like the Bruce plan after the war.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, the plan was basically demolish the city and start
again. Whip it up and start again.
Yeah, it's so ingrained in the Glasgow culture.
I love it. Well, we'll do another song and then we'll have more of a chat.
What should we do this time?
Well, I don't know. Let me see. Let's do Yards, because I could talk about some football afterwards.
I'll quite happily talk football with you at the moment.
Oh, that's a good... Well, I mean, you're happy about it. Yards from the dance, we'll give the home team a chance. Do you still love a loser? We'll find out together. Yards from the dance, we'll give the home team a chance. Do you still love a loser? We'll find out together. Pointless nostalgia, always the best. Video nasties, BSS, women and structure, new taboos, pasty skin, bad taboos, signatures, rotoscopes, St. Jude and Lost Hopes, calendar crosses, dates foretold, purple ink for purple crows. Yards from the dance, we'll give the home team a chance. Do you still love a loser? We'll find out together. Yards from the dance, we'll give the home team a chance. Do you still love a loser? We'll find out together. Nymphs in dancing creels, Sisyphus and Catherine wheels, winter warmers, Campbell's soup, leaky pipes or Gus's flute, takeaways, peeling bells, sunshine showers, praying hotel, bump and run, Mersey troop, down and out and cock a hoop. Yards from the dance, we'll give the home team a chance. Do you still love a loser? We'll find out together. Yards from the dance, we'll give the home team a chance. Do you still love a loser? We'll find out together. Chip, you're gonna go deaf. I keep my head down, I get on with life. I do what I can. I'd rather be an honourable fool than a clever man. Yards from the dance, we'll give the home team a chance. Do you still love a loser? We'll find out together. Yards from the dance, we'll give the home team a chance. Do you still love a loser? We'll find out together.
Okay, explain what this one is all about.
Well, it's about, the good thing about it is actually, as all good songs, it comes back. I'm sorry, I'm just looking forward to treats from Chip. It's in my pocket, and I thought I'd give him one, so there you go. Look, there you are. Look, they're here, right? Okay.
Well, that's a very exciting dozen. There you go.
There you go. And you can't eat it all, you just scoff it, Just
That
break it up.
Tinker.
No, exactly. I'll break it up for you. There you go.
She's aware that there is a packet of Dreamies in the flat somewhere.
Yeah. You're using the a new hole in that thingy.
I had to put them in the cupboards.
I
have to put them behind a locked door to keep them away from it now.
A locked door.
She jumps up onto the kitchen counter now because she can smell it, and she will howl underneath the cupboard that they're in.
He walks to a certain bit in the kitchen because especially when we come in after going for a walk and he walks to a certain bit, it's like, right, we've done our walk, so I'm going to get a treat. He knows what's happened. He knows what's happening. No more licky, okay?
Pavlov's dog there.
Yeah.
Done the walk now. I get
no, a treat. Yeah, exactly. It's that sort of idea. Anyway.
So yes,
Yards from
the dance. Where did that come from?
Comes from my love of Alloa Athletic.
We all have our sins.
We do, yes. It's because of the fact that when we were playing in the first division previously, we cut the pitch down to try and give ourselves a chance. And
so the team was doing badly, so they shrunk the size
pitch,
of the pitch to the minimum that
minimum
they
level,
get away with,
and just to tighten things up in relation
to make the goals nearer to them. Did it work?
I think they only did it this way. They didn't do it this way. No, it didn't work. And the point is, it didn't work once, and they're trying it again.
They'll do it again this season. Yeah.
It's like it's pure madness, you know. It's like it is the definition of madness to do the same thing and expect a different result.
What you need to do is get yourself a Lawrence Shankland.
Well, if we can clone him, then that would be good. There's the thing. It's good that you're not selling him. I mean,
we're keeping him for as long as we possibly can.
I mean, the point is, we were watching the. I was watching a game a couple of weeks back, and it was like, just because they don't have width, it means that we don't have width too. And we play, when we're in the lower division, we play an expansive game. So it's like, you're actually stopping our best assets.
Yeah.
And trying to stop them, you're actually stopping us too. I mean, sure, we might get smashed a couple of times, but let's have a go at them, you know?
Alloa like the team that plays best when they're playing attacking
football.
Which means that you won't win every game.
No,
but you have to be prepared to kind of go out and make the
get a
kick
in.
If they score, we're going to score one more then.
At least all I want is we not have the same thing as Morton, wasn't it, last year, who had the horrible time.
Is it Brecon you're thinking?
Was it Brecon? Oh, I apologize. My apologies to Morton then. In relation
they went through a whole season without a win.
Without a win, yeah. So there you go. So I hope that doesn't happen to us. But I just think it's give it. I don't like when certain commentators say there's like the crowd demands a certain style of football. It's like, fuck you. The crowd, sorry, the crowd gets what they please in relation to this. You're still a game of football, and sorry, that's sometimes how the games go in relation to this. But maybe I'm starting to get that now. It's like I demand a certain, I demand to lose. I demand to lose with dignity rather than lose being strangled.
Yeah, it's like if you feel at least like the team has tried, then you can accept a defeat. The game that Ayr had against Queen's Park a couple of weeks ago. Queen's Park basically parked the bus, and we're playing with about 10 men behind the ball. But it's the only time I've seen Ayr recently where some of the players looked like they couldn't really be all that bothered. I'm being a bit harsh on them. It was a 0-0 draw, and then we lost on penalties. But I think they were saving themselves for the big game against Dundee.
And you won that.
But we won that 3-0. And that was
But that's the sacrifices you have to make. Yeah. All teams have to make those sacrifices in relation to this. But
if we have to win a game, I'd rather it was in the League Cup than the Challenge Cup. So.
It's the thing, you got to you can't win every game, so you got to think of it. Oh, okay, okay.
You're right.
You just want to say hello for a second. Hello. There you go.
That's not a great place for you to sit.
No, but he's just happy. He just wants.
What song shall we do next?
Well, I don't know. I mean, have we got Corgi registered friends in here?
It's in there somewhere, yeah. It's a couple of pages away. There you go.
We'll do our cover in relation to us.
I do a corgi, but I have him back.
Actually, yeah. He's not even a corgi. Right, I'm going to put you down for a bit, Chip. Okay. There you go. Sit down there. Good boy. In the kingdom of the blind, It's said the one-eyed man is king, and in the kingdom of the bland, it's 9 o'clock on ITV. I believe I've seen holograms with more substance than you. Automatic doors don't open for you. C-O-R-G-I. C-O-R-G-I. You meet up on a Monday with your friends. You call Glastonbury Glasgow. You'd like to go there someday, when they've put up the gun towers to keep the hippies away. December sees kids Buell, clad in low alpine. Your children are painfully soulless. Rouse in Breeze Norton. C-O-R-G-I. C-O-R-G-I. You do Delboy impressions with your friends. Chip, don't move the camera, whatever you do. No, it was good. I was impressed. David Burns on the guitar. For sale, gym equipment. But now your jeans are too tight. Amanda Burton on autopilot is all you need each night. I wear a tolerance robe. I have the patience of Job. But when I hear your wife's silly giggling at Ann Summers' parties, C-O-R-G-I. C-O-R-G-I. You go to medieval banquets with your friends. Compartment.
Stick this in your Volvo.
Glove compartment.
Stick this in your Volvo.
Glove compartment.
Stick this in your Volvo.
Glove compartment. I was waiting for you. It was your line.
I was trying to remember what the chords were. I knew there was a riff in there somewhere.
There was a riff in there somewhere.
This is what happens when we don't practice.
All the right notes, but not necessarily in the right order. Well, we practice.
Hello to her. Hello.
Hello.
We've got viewers. People are watching.
Impossible. There's no. I thought we were just playing to antimatter.
No, we're playing to actual matter.
Actual matter.
Actual people.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Shall we do a song, or do you want to do something?
Well, I just wanted to discuss the evolution of pop art.
Oh, shall we tell we have viewers now, to tell them the story of how this madness came to be?
Well, I was just thinking about this, you see, because the songs that we've done so far in this half an hour have been, these are all the serious songs. And I'm thinking that...
We're supposed to be a comedy band.
Well, that's the point, because all the songs that I'm thinking of that's going to be on the Hong Kong EP, there's going to be nothing funny about it. There's nothing funny about it. It's now about... It started off as comedy, and now it has become... It has now fully metamorphosized into seriousness, in terms of... It sounds like bad sixth form student... I am a bad sixth form student writing poetry. That's right.
If you've got bad sixth form student poetry, put it under some rudimental power chords, you've got punk rock.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that's the thing. But, it did start off as comedy, but now, the final EP will be of, there won't be any comedy songs in it. If there's an election between now and me going, I have said to my brother I will obviously write the next election song. Because he was asking, are you going to do another political song? I said, Tom, I only do it during elections.
I feel there's going to be an awful lot of spleen venting if it does happen.
Yeah, I've left Twitter. I couldn't stand it anymore.
It's getting a bit much, isn't it?
It was like there was. I do understand what they're saying about bubbles, in terms of, I didn't think that what I was doing, I saw there were people who were being converted, but I didn't think that what I was doing was persuading people to think otherwise, despite my experiences and my partner's experiences about a potential decline.
No, people don't want to go onto Twitter to listen to reasoned arguments from the other side. They just want to go on and scream.
And I think I felt a lot of that myself in relation to it, but
and there's a lot to scream about at the moment.
But there are good people there.
There definitely are some.
The ones I always like the Secret Barrister, and really he's amazing.
Yeah.
And your guy Guitar Moog,
Steve Bullock, yeah.
and the Ian Dunt of politics.co.uk. People who are they're not per se. Obviously, I think the Secret Barrister himself is not against Brexit in per se. I think Dunt and Guitar Moog are.
Yeah.
But they're very reasoned, and if you take the example of the Secret Barrister in relation to this, that he's saying that you could do it, but not the way, not like this. The whole thing about it is that we're going to lose our viewer if we keep talking about this.
We may already have.
I know. But it's the whole thing about when the next political song. I have thought about it, when my brother, we talk about songwriting again, the idea that the process of songwriting is that you have to think about, how other people are going to perceive this in the future in relation to this. And there are lines within my politics songs which still stand now.
Politics songs are very tricky.
I know,
to pull off because
and that's why I'm always
circumstances date so quickly.
I'm always sort of very cautious about trying to do them and be obviously, because some of them refer to. Obviously, the last song refers to being Tim Farron being in the gay sex scandal in relation to this, but that's still going to be, if people were looking back at it in the past, they will know of X.
That still stands as that's a historical thing that occurred at that time. There's a lot of the ideas in the song where really all you have to do is just change the names and the
story remains the same. I also admire that in one of my politics songs I managed to get the word battle busing, which is still most proud of. It's one of my favorites. But I still contend that, the gathering political storm of Brits being charged to go to Benidorm is my finest line I've ever written.
The story has not gone away.
And it was my finest line I've ever written on any of my songs. Any of them. Comedy, straight, politics. It's the finest line I've ever written.
You've hit the nail on the head or something on that one.
Yeah. But so if it comes up again, it comes up again. So, I was just sort of saying about the evolution of pop art that I've become bitter and twisted over the entire time.
You used to be so young and
I used to be so young, so full of comedy, so full of verbs, so full of nature. What on earth what has gone wrong? And now I'm writing songs about, the next song is about graves and about light flooding through abandoned buildings, and the next song I want to write a song about Hong Kong rain. It's like rain, graves, wrecks, disasters.
A pair of old wrecks here.
I was actually listening. Speaking of old wrecks, I was listening to. This is a very big segue. I was listening to today about a celebration for the Mighty Hood. You know about that?
I can't say
it was like the biggest battleship built on the Clyde until like Queen Elizabeth that was built like recently, but it's not really celebrated because it was a disaster.
Oh, what happened?
It was sunk by the Bismarck. No. Sunk with only 3 hands surviving in the Battle of Denmark.
I don't know the story at
all. Exactly. These things slip away, and we bury our defeats.
Yes.
I might use that as a line. We bury our defeats.
That's the start of the next.
We bury our defeats.
That's PopArt's.
That's PopArt.
2018, right there.
2018-ish. We don't know. Well, I don't know. I like the line. We bury our defeats. But there you go. Should we sing a happy song?
We are supposed to be a comedy band.
I know.
Let's go back to one of our back to our younger days when we sang funny little Which one should we do?
Can we do Eurovision 20? We'll do the 2016 version. We'll because I don't think they knew how to quite take this. And then oh, his new box. Yes, I love the box. It even plays when we're not here, which is fabulous. And that's what we used the other day in Edinburgh. That we kept playing, and then we left the box playing and left the stage. And the crowd, well, I think they were confused, but they definitely cheered.
Very difficult to get the tempo right on it.
I'll sing the 2016 lyrics because I can't be bothered to find 2018 lyrics. The British are coming, full of chutzpah. Europe says, oh no, that's a nupwa. A real problem is a complete failing. People only come here when their careers are waning. It's something that the British have always been surprised, the volume of European pride. But we are here, and we are proud, and we're gonna sing this loud, 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 loud. I love Eurovision. Strange political decisions. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Something has gone bad.
Whoa! Somebody introduced who invited Lordy to the party.
Shall we try that again?
Do you want to go from the chorus or the start?
Well, we need to go from the start.
Well, yes, because of the loop. The loops, yes. That was the British Eurovision Song Contest entry 2019 right there. 2019. We're going to go experimental. That's the way how we're going to be.
That's the trouble with loot boxes. They have a kind of a annoying tendency to go wrong on you.
They have a tendency to go loopy. The British are coming, full of chutzpah. Europe says, oh no, that's a nupwa. A real problem is a complete failing. People only come here when their careers are waning. It's something that the British have always been surprised. The sheer volume of European pride. Oh no!
It has failed again.
It has. Do you want to give it one more try? Shot? 37. Put it in 3. That will do. Put it in 3. Right. Have another go. You don't even you do get this many rehearsals in Eurovision, by the way. You do. But remember, now you're in front of the jury. This is rehearsal 3 in front of the jury now, David. The British are coming full of chutzpah. Europe says, oh no, that's a nupwa. A real problem is a complete failing. People only come here when their careers are waning. It's something that the British have always been surprised. The sheer volume of European pride. But we are here and we are proud and we are gonna sing this loud, 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 loud.
I love Eurovision.
Strange political decisions.
I love Eurovision.
Strange Eurovision tradition.
I love Eurovision.
Good grief, is that the time?
I love Eurovision.
Don't start drinking before song 9. I've got my degree in the big POP. I studied at Scandi Pop University. I studied the form I got with the program. I studied the quips of Terry Wogan. Just remember, smile and grin, no steps out of line, and don't have reference to the votes of blocks of political lines. So European countries, make your selection. Just remember, it's more rigged than a Russian election. What's the chorus? You're missing the chorus. One hit qualified in a public vote time request. It's not quite Melodifest. So it's European lyrics and it's English not required. So pip-pop-off is the way to go. So vote and feel inspired. This time we're in Scandinavia. There was no way the Russian gays would let it go to Russia. So baby, let's go down to the Euro disco. Oh baby, let's go down to the Euro disco.
2, 3,
love Eurovision. Strange political decisions.
I love Eurovision.
Strange Eurovision tradition.
I love Eurovision.
What odds were Britain this time out?
I love Eurovision.
14-1, I'll give that a shout.
I love Eurovision.
Auditions on BBC4, you see.
I love Eurovision.
Are you sure that's right demographically?
I love Eurovision.
I'm sure I'll still watch it on the telly.
I love Eurovision.
But it won't be the same without Sir Terry. All together in the floral dance, David Burns on the guitar. We should obviously say that what you did was kept playing on the show in the Fringe, and I just manically danced to that finish, and then just yelling at the crowd.
I didn't. What happened with the box? I don't know. It didn't want to cooperate.
But it did in the end. To give it a good kicking, that was the thing. That's what happens if you give a good kicking. I think that the man was very confused when I said, "Come on, please, do you think Britain could win?" Did he actually know what Eurovision was? He was just asking me. I have no idea, but
he was just very confused by the whole thing.
I think he was, but
which is generally
the general reaction for pop art anyway. There was a comedian in the crowd anyway, wasn't there?
There was, yes.
It was Susie McCabe. She was liking it.
She was like, a great night.
He was having the right giggle.
Yeah.
I was quite enjoying the fact that she was liking it.
It was good that everything actually decided to work then as well.
Yeah, it was a good show, I have to say, even though I couldn't find my lyric book, but I got my lyric book now, so it was fun. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that was a good thing in the end.
Shall we do another one of the songs that we did on that night?
What do you want to do? Do you want to do Potter?
Let's do. I was going to do Doctor Who.
I don't know if we have the.
We do. The lyrics, they're in there.
Are they back? Are they?
Possibly at the front.
Oh right. Okay. Because I just remembered. If we don't have it, I'll just remember. I think. There it is. You're right. This is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. And I'd like to take a minute at a leisurely pace. I'll tell you how it goes. No.
The box is not working again.
The box. It's not blue, though. That's the problem. It's not blue.
For some reason, it only decided to loop one note of what I played. I recorded a whole phrase, and it played one note of it.
One note of it. It's like, it's so bad, I'm only going to repeat this once. Listen very carefully. I will say this only once. That's an old school reference there for you. This is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I like to take a minute at a leisurely pace. I'll tell you how I became the lord of all time and space. Gallifrey, word of two sons, Ferric war with the Daleks, thank goodness we won. I'm the last of my kind, yes I know it's a shock, stole away in a Type 40 whose door was unlocked. there's a guy called a master. Looked into the vortex, went mad, disaster. Weeping angels closing in, blink and they got you, but don't worry, we all pulled through. Oh, didn't I say I'm not alone most of the time? The companions, the crew, someone to keep me in line. Flying spaceship, broken chameleon circuit. Time and relative dimensions in space, but always finds itself in the right place. As I've already been here 14 times before, with Daleks and Cybermen, a good woman goes to war. There goes the past lives, well they linger, but after all this, I'm still not ginger. Getting myself in sticky situations. It's handy to have the help of regenerations, cause I'm the doctor. Yeah, that's me, the savior of all humanity. The lord of time and space, and all of future and history.
Loop pedals are wonderful things when they work.
Well, I was giving it more of the woos, wasn't I, on the comedy show? But I decided to just do it purely seriously. And when everything went wrong on the weekend, I was saying, don't worry about it, I'm regenerating at the moment.
Shall we do Potter?
Yeah, we'll do Potter. And then I'll talk a bit about Christmas before we finish. See? She's a maniac on the floor. I actually think the beats you got to this one a bit of take on me, but there you go.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Every time I walk down the street, children stop and stare at me. I don't know how, I don't know why. Children's laughter makes me cry. I don't know how, I don't know why. My eyes take hours to dry. It's 'cause you look like Harry Potter, you look like Harry Potter, you look like Harry Potter, you look like Harry Potter. I punt the brats up their posteriors, and I leave them feeling rather inferior. It's true I wear a pair of glasses, but I'm not adored by the reading masses. I'm the proud owner of a very long scarf, but I don't have any weird birthmarks. But you look like Harry Potter, you look like Harry Potter, you look like Harry Potter, you look like Harry Potter. When we wave our wands, we don't perform magic. When we wave our wands, we look a wee bit tragic and shout some words to some pushy kids. They think it's a magic spell. The little brats have no idea. I've told them all to go to hell. This madness, it causes my spells to dismiss. So I leave my house, I leave the street, count the cracks on the street. And I count these cracks. Oh, I count these cracks. Count the cracks. Count the cracks. With my feet, 'cause you look like Harry Potter, 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 you look like Harry Harry Potter. You see, it worked that time.
Yes.
There you go. All it took was a little bit of magic.
I didn't know you were
There
going to
you
say
go.
that.
There you go. You see, because a happy song. When I was happier, David. Happy. I'm not really depressed. No.
No. Well, we've just about got time for one more. Shall we finish off with the happiest pop art song of all time?
I always wanted to do Hey It's Christmas. Oh, is it
Shall
Cold Enough to Snow?
Actually, shall we just not stop? Shall we just keep going?
Well, I was going to do Cold Enough to Snow. What did you want to do?
I was going to do You'll Do. Or Cruel in Winter.
I'm saving that to Halloween. I wanted to do a Christmas song, you see, because of I was just wanted to talk about a little bit of Christmas before I go, you see, because I have thoughts about doing one cover before in terms of a Christmas song, in terms of a B-side. So there's a great song that Alan showed me actually called "Lonely Christmas," and obviously I can't tell you how it goes. Merry, Merry Christmas, lonely, lonely Christmas. And it's a really quite sweet song. Obviously, I don't have the translations for you, but the feeling of the song is in there. And maybe if I get a translated copy, we could do a couple of that.
A nice cheery
yeah,
one to go
it's
on.
nice. Merry, lonely, lonely Christmas. But anyway, it's a really good Christmas song. And obviously, I'll be back. You'll have me around Christmas time, won't you?
We haven't got rid of you just yet.
What?
We've not got rid of you just
Well,
yet.
exactly. I mean, you have me around Christmas time. I mean, that's the thing. I'll be around for Halloween and Christmas. That's the.
Have you back then?
And possibly Eurovision. No, we've already done that one. You want to do You'll Do?
Let's do yeah.
Okay, I forgot You'll Do in here. Okay, I don't think I've got it in this book. I'll have a look.
I'm sure it'll come back to you.
I've got Cruel here.
Shall we do Cruel then?
Yeah, why not? I really like Cruel. Oh, I've got Cruel. You Cruel and You'll Do. Pick one.
Let's do You'll Do,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll do Cruel for the Patreon supporters.
Oh, right, we could do that later, yes.
Yeah, just
Because you want to try out your box, don't you?
yeah.
On
Just
it.
a very quick note for anyone who is watching who has enjoyed the madness. Today, this is what we do every Wednesday.
I'm not here every Wednesday, don't worry. There are much better people on.
Different featured artist every week, and it's all sorts of stuff. As long the only main rule is that it's the main instrument has to be acoustic guitar. Other than that, pretty much anything goes. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this, if you'd like to see more, give the channel a follow. There's also a Patreon page where the link is on the screen there, patreon.com/live from the Living Room gigs.
Give him your money now. Give him your money now.
And if you sign up to that, there's a few different tiers that you get. You'll get a shout out on the show at the end credits. There's also exclusive recordings from every artist that comes in. One of which will be Cruel. I Was Cruel in Winter once. Is the PopArt one that we're going to record it in just after we go off air. And if you go up to the highest tier, you also get free records. I played a couple of different bands, and I will send out all the records that we ever make to you. So we're gonna leave you on this note.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to bring to your evening to a close with this tale. This tale of two lovers. A universal tale. In a bar. A dance floor. A meeting place. A train station. A hotel lobby. Grindr. Or Tinder, whatever you straights do. Two eyes have met. They say one thing alone. Fuck it, you'll do. I know it's... Okay. I'm just so excited. I know it seems up front but it's getting close to 2:30. So I've really thought about it, and fuck it, you'll do. I really want you to come home, not just to have sex. We'll sleep, exchange body heat, and have bacon for breakfast. I do understand that it's different for you. Hell, there's a reputation we all have to upkeep. The rumors fly, the gossip spreads, the acid of the speak. By the way, what is your name? It may be useful to know. Will be poured into a taxi cab or stagger all the way home. I had chivalry in my thoughts of how to get you into bed. Not up for the bait. You are now making out with my mate. You thought, well, fuck it. He'll do instead. Oh well, I guess we're still leaving in the same taxi. If nothing else, we've saved a little bit of money. And now once again you are talking to me. And you say you have a friend who needs somewhere to crash and sleep. Well, fuck it. He'll do. Same time next week.
Dialed has been changed. The new number is... Please note, the new number...
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time. We're sorry.
Well, I don't think I could really teach that one to my Hong Kong kindergarten students, can't I?
Possibly not that one.
Possibly not that one, no. We have been PopArt, and for that we do only apologise.
Regular service will be resumed next week when we have Plectrum coming in to do the live session. Shall we do Cold Enough?
If you want. To be just fine, not mono-verbal, whinge your wine, but I'm just fine, lying here with you. It's cold enough to snow outside and stars shine down on a clear night. Let's go outside and have a sleigh ride for two. Hey, well, damn, don't you know it's Christmas shopping, it's rock and roll. Haste the cliffs, sling your hook, give someone else to go. And the X Factor single, well, damn you, Simon Cowell, I bet you this is gonna be the last year, hopefully. Is it cold enough to snow? Well, Rudolph's got a red nose, the weather's turning soon, a red sleigh across the moon. Wrap up warm coats and scarves, mittens and gloves, mulled wine, singing cows with the ones you love. Surely it's the last year of the X Factor this year. Even I think it's
what is the point of it anymore?
It's really, that panel has jumped the shark, honestly.
Long time ago.
Anyway, there you go. Is it cold enough to snow in here? Husband life glare makes that perfectly clear. So go home, bank the presents and the supplies. Watch your fire in EastEnders, eat mince pies. Local celebrity switch on countdown, here we go. The town turns into a bad disco. And church choirs remind us it's Christ's birthday. What do you mean you don't know? But tell me, party goers, is it cold enough to snow? Well, Rudolph's got a red nose. The weather's turning soon. A red sleigh across the moon. Wrap up warm coats and scarves, mittens and gloves. Mulled wine singing cows with the ones you love. Is it cold enough to snow? Is it cold enough to snow?
It's really not, is
Is
it?
it cold enough to snow? No.
It's not
70
cold enough to
degrees
snow.
and it's been a beautiful summer.
You're not going to stop and sing the song.
No, I know. I mean, it's still a great song. I mean, I'm very proud of it. It was when I was happy. Happy!
Christmas in August.
Christmas in August. That was the first one. Is it cold enough to snow? Well, Rudolph's got a red nose. The weather's turning soon. A red sleigh across the moon. Wrap up warm coats and scarves, mittens and gloves. Mulled wine singing cows with the ones you love. Is it cold enough to snow? Well, Rudolph's got a red nose. The weather's turning soon. A red sleigh across the moon. Wrap up warm coats and scarves, mittens and gloves. Mulled wine singing cows with the ones you love.
It's
Is it
not
cold enough to snow? It's not. No, it's not.
It's not cold enough to snow.
It's definitely not cold enough to snow.
It's not cold enough to
It's
snow.
not cold enough to snow.
It's not cold enough to snow.
No, it's not cold enough to snow. Woo! But the Daily Mail is still writing scare stories.
Very first pop art song that we ever recorded together was called Christmas in August.
It was,
so
yes, exactly.
That's why we're finishing on a Christmas song in August.
Indeed.
Take care. Thank you very much for joining us. Good night.
Good night.
I have to go over here now because I don't have the buttons next to me to press the thing. So bye bye.